Greetings and welcome to this week's edition of Trade Theory on Thursday, March 12, 2026. This is the dollar index. We have a supply side area of interest at 99.44. Price is above that right now, but if price closes above 99.44, we'll be looking for a retreat to demand to purchase dollars. The daily demand level right now is at 98.39, where I'd be looking to enter and buy the USD. But we must wait to see what price closes at today to actually make that determination, because we may need to move that demand level higher depending on price at the end of the day. All right, we're going to move on to the Treasury, 10-year Treasury yields, and they have started to rise as we projected last week. So we're going to see where those are right now and what you can do to take advantage of those. So price cleared our 4.17% yield zone. I'm looking for a retreat to that level and then a possible continuation higher to yields of 4.31 on the U.S. Treasury 10-year. So that's going right in accordance with what it looked like it should be doing on the charts. We're going to move on to Tesla here. We had, I believe, a buy hypothesis on Tesla. Yeah, we had a downside area of interest down here. We had a buy at 404.46, and although price is depressed right now, we are still actively buying or looking to continue long with Tesla with a target of 456.42. So we'll see. What will invalidate that is a break and close below, at or below, about 385.93. So right now, this is still a legitimate trade, and we'll continue on. All right, moving on to Nvidia. We had a buy trade on Nvidia as well. We had our buy hypothesis down here, 174.52. Price has risen, so it's actually in profit now. We have a target price of 198.78. So although the market is starting off bearish today, we still are bullish on Nvidia. All right, moving on to Bitcoin, prices start to retreat to our area of resistance, or our supply level that we set on the 6th of February, and it has not quite hit there. So we'll continue to stand aside until price gets there, and then we'll look at shorting Bitcoin based on that if it holds up. We're moving on to WTI Crude, which has been the talk of the town for the last couple of weeks. We had a buy on here at 61.90. Obviously, we cleared our take profit level of 69.18 very easily once price started to accelerate. And now we're looking for demand levels where we can possibly get in. So my initial demand level was on the 5th of March at 73.86. Price started to retreat down towards that and did not touch it. So I'm adjusting the demand level based on today's prices, and we have it at 77.14. Depending on where oil closes today, we'll adjust the demand levels, but only if we get down to 77.14 a barrel, will we be looking to continue buying oil. Until then, we will stand aside. Moving on to gold. So gold has actually not know what it wants to do after hitting our take profit of 53.94.90. Gold is still hovering. I'm actually would be waiting for price to retreat and maybe get us back into that buy entry point. We don't know what's going on, so I'm not going to say that that's the entry point right now, but only two things can happen. Price will close higher above its previous highs, or it will come back and close lower at or below the previous lows, or it will go somewhere and consolidate in the middle. So we're standing aside on gold because it's near all-time highs without a clear point of entry. All right, the US 30, or the Dow Jones, as many people like to call it, has significantly decelerated, and our buy hypothesis was invalidated. It stopped us out at 47.980.32. So at this point, we're looking for a supply level. This is officially bearish in my book, although price is clearly decelerating. We're looking for a pop back up to the 48.52174 supply level that I said here this morning, and obviously price can continue lower, so we may adjust that. But right now, that's where we're looking to short the Dow should it come back to that level. Okay, the NASDAQ 100 is pulling back, obviously, as most of the indices are. We had a buy at 25.148, so we're in drawdown on that, but the trade is still valid, and we'll watch that continue to play out with a target of 27.023.10. So nothing's changed with the NASDAQ. All right, wrapping up with the S&P 500. The S&P is decelerated. Obviously, we had a buy entry at 69.1685. Probably would have been better suited to find something close to the daily pullback point. That's on me. Price is decelerating now, but what we're looking at is really not to do anything. We're just going to watch and let this continue to play out. It is bearish right now, so what I will do is I will analyze this and see what happens. Matter of fact, let me look at it now. So price went here. Okay. So yeah, we Yeah, so we're still actually looking for buys on the S&P 500 right now, and we'll see what happens as price continues to play out and break either a supply or demand zone. But we're still in the S&P on the buy side right now. Okay, hope this is helpful, guys. If you have any particular assets that you want to analyze, shoot me a message in my inbox, and we'll see if we can get it on. All right, until next time, enjoy the day and happy trading.